Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Karolina, Slavic Muslima. I come here, show up to share my knowledge about life, about manifestation, about my journey, my spirituality, personal growth, to of course inspire you and show you that maybe I can give you a few tips here and there that you could use in your life and see the results, because the results 100% will be visible, will be experienced if you take this seriously. Do you like my scarf today? I actually quite like this outfit. So good. It's becoming so hot here again. I am gonna be talking about the mirror effect and how is this actually working as a reminder as well. The awareness is the key, because once we control this, we control the direction of our life. People that are awakened suddenly or finally realize that they can create the direction of their life and they can create consciously their life. This is what it means to be awakened. We are out of the programs that were there to influence us and the way we were growing up from the early childhood. But as an adults, we can definitely choose differently, consciously, and go for it, because you can allow yourself. I know that I have expressed that in my videos so many times, but because this works, absolutely, I have tested that in my life, and my life has changed so much that I sometimes cannot keep up with the changes, and all because I finally understood that I have the power in me. And once you truly understand that you are so powerful, we can have this beautiful experience in this life. I was doubting that. I was thinking that everything just happens by chance. Of course, there are things that are out of our control. Of course, we cannot control everything, but we can control our life through our consciousness and then navigate through this lifetime opportunity from a completely different angle with a completely different energy. Therefore, the energies will be similar in your life, and this is the phenomena that has been discovered through the mirror effects, of course. Whatever we have inside us will be expressed onto 3D, onto materialistic world through our lens, through our vision lens, and understanding how we are understanding this lifetime. Because every one of us has a different experience, and no one is able to feel my experience the way I feel, because my experience is unique to me, the same as your experience is also unique to you, because you are experiencing your life through your own lenses. Sometimes we don't like something that we see in our life, in our 3D reality, right? And we see this as a negative thing, negative things. But I want to tell you that not all negative things that are happening in your life are so bad. These are the things that could guide us, like in a game, to access to completely different levels of consciousness, reality, understanding, and your own experiences, how you are experiencing this lifetime opportunity. So no, not all of the obstacles and negative things are actually negative in your life. Having the skill set to navigate through that obstacles will definitely help to navigate through that and to have the best version of your life as you can have. It is all up to you. It is all up to myself. In your life, there is nothing more than yourself. That's your reality. The way you perceive your reality is through your own lens. And you can change the lens. Of course, we are all different as well, and our experiences of life will be based on our differences. We are all from different countries, different backgrounds, different, men, women, different early experiences, extroverts, introverts, all of the personalities. We all are different, of course, and this also determines the way we perceive this lifetime. That's why we are so unique. The same as with our frequencies and energies, For me, I do recharge when I am on my own, in my cave, hiding from the world. This is how I recharge, but other people, they are recharging through being more with other people. So, of course, we are all different humans. And yes, so this is how unique we can be. And it is good to understand that. It is something obvious, but not so obvious, because every one of us has a different understanding about this lifetime. And if someone has a different version or opinion about some topic, that is fine. This is this person's opinion, version, experience of this lifetime. It is important to be respectful of our differences and to understand that we all do operate on many, many different levels. I want to let you know that you can choose every single day, because every day it's a new day and everything starts from today, right here, right now. And you yourself, you are consciousness, and through awareness, this is how we can navigate through our lifetime opportunity. We are our own individual selves. We have a soul in this body, in our bodies. And whatever we see in a 3D, it's an illusion, because it's never stable. It does not stay. One day everything will be gone. And because of that, you have the power to change your reality, to see something different on your 3D than you see today. When you don't see any changes, why is this? One of the reasons of why this is happening to you, it's because you have specific lens that you see this lifetime opportunity through. That is one of the reasons why nothing is changing. We are manifesting something, we are trying to obtain it, and then we realize that we don't like something about that. We don't like something, we see something that we actually don't like. For instance, if we don't like something about the partner that we do have in our life, we are concentrating so much on this thing that we don't like that we are actually in that reality. Our focus is going into that direction, that we are creating this even more and more, and this is our reality. The same as with business. The numbers are not adding up, and I am concentrating so much, I'm focusing all of my energy on the numbers so much that I actually create that even more and more, wasting the energy, because I'm creating that. Because I assume, because I see, because this is what it is in my head, this is what it is in my mental space, and this is what it is in my reality after that, of course. So how can we navigate through that? If we see something that we don't like in a 3D, in the mirror, we need to redirect our focus from that. Leave what you like and change what you don't like. Change the way you think about this, something you don't like. because you really want to, because your focus is there already. But this is how we can change the direction and navigate through that mirror effect, to change the direction of that manifestation, to come back to ourselves, to regulate ourselves, and to see the something that we dislike, something that is negative, what we see, assume differently. Come back to yourself, regulate yourself, and choose differently. But we do not want to see differently majority of the time. We want to be in that space, in that energy, in that focus of this negative thing. Because there is something for us, for you, for myself, to explore. We have these negative emotions, negative thoughts. But why about this thing? Why are we stuck there? Why do we want to be stuck on this thing? Because we think that this mirror will make us happy. Usually something that we dislike, we are not representing that thing truly, really and truly. If someone doesn't want to communicate or is unable to communicate effectively, and we don't like this, usually this is because we don't know ourselves how to communicate effectively. It's crazy how this works. It's the mirror, it's the reflection of your own reality, your internal reality. Now, when we can focus and change that, assume differently, this is where we are actually changing internally. Therefore, once we are changing internally, we're going to see this reflection in our 3D. And this is how you can navigate and change the direction of your manifestation, reality, and finally manifest what you actually truly want. Mirror is there to show you your own reality. Through your own filters, you see specific thing that maybe other people would view it in completely different light. And of course the mirror will show you your triggers, and this is where you should look, because this is your mirror, this is your reflection, and we can change that. We should go into the direction of changing that, because only when you change that you can grow and be on a completely different frequency, completely different mindset, and you are leveling up in your own journey as your own consciousness, as your own conscious mind. And remember as well that to see the outcomes in a 3D, there are slight delays, so you have to be patient as well, okay? It's not gonna happen straight away. There is a delay, first internally and then externally, because that is the internal reflection from yourself to the outside world. When you look at 3D, the reflection, if you are battling with this, of course it's already too late, and of course you are projecting more and creating more of this what you don't like. This will never ever end well. But you can change it internally by choosing differently. If I have opinion about someone that I don't like someone because X, Y, and Z, I can change that. Assume differently. Then I will see that reflected in a 3D. And this person will change. I assume that my YouTube channel is successful. Therefore, this is how it is. I assume that my business will work. Therefore, this is how it is. That's it, really. Of course, there are many of different processes and the way you live your life every single day, your choices will determine the outcome of it. You are the cause, okay? You are the cause of anything in your life that you do. Of course, again, please don't misunderstand my words. Of course, there are things that we cannot fully control in this life. But what you can control is you yourself. You cannot control other people. You cannot even control the way they think about you. But what you can do, you can control the way you think about other people. If I consciously choose that I want to be in a relationship and I am choosing that partner, therefore I am choosing that partner. It's a crazy thing, because some time ago in my life I have experienced this complex topic of what is going on when it comes to us Muslims getting married. And I've seen this, that people want to get married, but actually they don't want to get married. That is the proper cause of why they are not getting married. They are closed off, and of course, if you are closed off, how can you get married? How can you attract the person to your life if you are closed off? You can't. Everything starts with you, always, and always first, internally. I was a bit confused because I was meeting this group of people, very lovely people, you know, very interesting characters. They have a lot to offer, but many of them are stuck, sadly, because everything starts from internal self. If you are looking for the perfect partner, my question is, are you the perfect partner yourself? Because everything starts from you first and always. If my business is not doing well, why is this? Because you assume that your business is not doing well. Because this is in your head and this is what you see in your 3D. Assume differently, say and believe, of course, that your business is doing well. When you compare your business to huge giants, well, this is even unrealistic to compare, of course. But what do you want? What do you want? Do you want the business to be good business, the best business? Then this is what it is. Simple as, of course. But no, people are so stuck on the 3D reflection of their own internal self that they are battling with this, creating the story more and more and more and more and more and more. Creating the stories on top of the stories. Stop for a second, come back to yourself, relax, regulate your nervous system, understand that you are your own individual self, that you have a soul, mind, body and soul, that you have your own consciousness and that you can choose differently. You are beautiful, you are worth of the love, and suddenly you have that mirror, you have that person in front of you and you don't like it. Because you have to confront your insecurities, your projections about yourself with that mirror. All of the triggers comes out of you, that you have to look into that. That is challenging. That takes courage and bravery to look into that and to feel uncomfortable, to finally feel the emotions, finally feel them. You do not have to talk about this to other people and create more. Just feel them. Let them pass through you. This is how we can let the triggers go and rewire our nervous system and finally start thinking differently. This is what it is all about. But if your person is next to you and is showing you a mirror, this is great because you can work on yourself more and more and become more aligned in yourself. This also works with your friends and family members. They will show you your mirror in front of your face for you to deal with that mirror, to change, rather than for you to demand for them to change, which will never ever work. Your world is projected from your internal self through your lens, through the choices, through what you want to concentrate on. This is what you are concentrating on, and this is what you see. But you can come back to yourself, stop there, and then choose differently. You can say that my partner is the best, that my husband is the best, my wife is the best, that my children are the best, that I am surrounded by people that love me, support me, they are there for me, and I appreciate them. When your mirror is showing you something that you don't like, when the person is showing you something about you that you don't like, something about your reality that you don't want to see, taking the responsibility, focusing on that, understanding that this is my mirror and it is for me to deal with, you also need to assume differently about this person that you see, that is presenting you that mirror. This is the secret. This is the answer to many of our problems. That we can change. If we follow this, we can change our life easily, hold our manifestation and just go for it. Just go for it regardless. And the more pain, the more gain. The more triggers, the better. For us all, for you, for myself. And to be much more happy. And this is how we clean our energy. We feel it, we let it be, feel uncomfortable, choose different assumptions, and therefore this will be reflected onto our lovely reality. And this is how we can carry on with our manifestation. Is he or she perfect? Are you perfect? We are not perfect. No one is. People can be different, okay? They don't have to be the same as you. They can have their own insecurities, projections, and stuff like this. But the question is now, you can change that. Do you want to change that? The way you view this person, okay? Consciously, mindfully. And then just live through that experience. Perfect, but where is the measurement? Based on what? Because if you want to judge something, evaluate something, you should have some sort of measure. But measure doesn't exist, therefore you cannot measure, you cannot judge, you just cannot. You can choose things. You can choose the way you want to see something, someone, through a different lens of yours. No one has easy ride, okay? Everyone will have some obstacles to deal with. But when we are equipped in the tools and understanding that ultimately you can change the direction of your life, and that's why you are very powerful, this gives you so many advantages, and you will be in front of many people. I guarantee you that. I wish us all to be awakened, to trust God Almighty, because everything comes from the source as well. So that is all in this video, and I do hope that you enjoy this, and please leave thumbs up, comments. I will extremely appreciate that. This will help me with my channel, with my creation, and then I will be able to present my topics. And thank you for everything. Thank you for everything, really and truly, and for everyone that is in my life, for everyone that was in my life, because every person will teach you something, will present you different mirror of your reality. See you next time, and I feel so excited as well for the future. I feel so excited for the future. Oh my god, oh my god. I have so many ideas, but I need to be more patient. Okay, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And look after yourself. Look after your mental state, your mind, body and soul, because this is important. This will help you to be on a completely different frequencies. See you next time. Bye. 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 Bye for now.